I'm Emmalie Grosvenor. I am a third year, and I'm also a first generation student. I'm an elementary education major, and I'm minoring in theater. So it's a little bit of an interesting duo, but my course load, especially for this semester, is kind of heavy. So it's kind of imperative that I stay focused. But something that I do is I make sure I take frequent breaks. I know that kind of seems counterintuitive sometimes, but it's really hard to sit down and do your work when you just seem like antsy and jittery. So I just like get up, get a drink of water, just like a small short break. You don't want to do anything too distracting, which is hard sometimes, but just do something to get you to that headspace. Also, sometimes too, we forget as college students that we shouldn't be doing the majority of our work during the nighttime. We should try to do it the most while it's still daylight and find a time that works best for you to work. I know it's hard with when you have specific courses that are like specific times, but knowing when you work best is always going to be good to help you keep focused. And also, big thing, especially with us being online, don't work in your bed. I know most people want to work, in their bed. That's what they're most comfortable. But then you're going to start associating your work with sleep and sleep with work because you're working and sleeping in the same space. So make your own space, make it a space where you can be productive, have like post-it notes of like stuff that you have to do throughout the day, or just like even writing out a simple like sheet of notebook paper, but I have like a little whiteboard above my desk that I have what I have to do throughout the day in my schedule. So then that way I'd be like, oh, I have another class in like 15 minutes. Um, and also with that, I put my whole schedule in Outlook calendar because that helps me too. Because sometimes I forget when I have my classes, and they send me like little reminders like, hey, you have class in like 15 or so minutes, and you can change like when that is that you want to get. It could be like 15 minutes or 10 minutes and something like that. Um, Also, too, don't be afraid to use like fidgets if you need to, especially since like you're doing a lot of your work in the same space. I know I saw that they have like the little like fidget cubes at like the Five and Below store. I haven't got around to getting one yet, but I know a lot of people who like those, and that's like, relatively inexpensive. There's also a lot of videos on like how to make your own. Just find really what works for you, and try to eliminate distractions. What has really helped me is like putting my phone in the most inconvenient spot. Like I try to put it on the other side of the room so I won't be tempted to, just constantly look at it, especially because, you're more tempted to because the professor can't really see you. You're more tempted to look at your phone and be more distracted. But then, you're not in the headspace to work and be productive. But yeah, those are just kind of the simple things that has helped me.